afternoon. Welcome to Focal Point Matters Live. And it's truly a blessing to have a very special guest with us, Daniel Glickman, Chief Marketing Officer of Wave.video. Good afternoon, Daniel. Thank you for being here with us today.
Good afternoon, Lena. Good afternoon, everybody that's watching. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a glare here, so I'm looking like I'm squinting, but it's not personal. Nice to meet everybody.
Yeah. And so if for those that don't know Wave video has really made my life so easy as a mom of three, an entrepreneur, and digital marketing. It's just you need those tools. It's really a blessing, and I want this to share to everyone out there who may be scared of being in front of the camera. So we have this nice tool, and that for those that don't know me, I'm Elena. I'm a doctor of physical therapist turned into a digital marketing. I have a passion in helping parent entrepreneurs be able to leverage their time more while balancing entrepreneurship and raising a family. So, Daniel, I'm so grateful for you to be here. And for those that know about you, can you please tell us about your background, how you got connected to Wave Video, and about your company? Who do you serve?
Great, thanks. Yeah, so my name, again, Daniel Glickman. I'm the CMO here. I joined about 3 years ago after consulting to the company a bit. I do that sometimes. And we really hit it off. It was a perfect chemistry. I love the team here so much. I love the product and the company. And it was just a perfect fit in so many ways. And I really hope to stay here till I retire. So it's such a wonderful place. I live in Boston, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. I'm right now in the office in the seaport here in Boston. Things are opening up here for us.
That's nice.
With the COVID, so it's very nice. And let's see here, I can show you the window out here.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, right
So
outside.
beautiful.
You see another building.
Yeah, it's getting too hot here in Florida. You will not like right now. It's summer. It's scorching.
No, yeah, I'm not a Florida kind of guy. I really love it here. I call Boston my home nowadays.
That's good.
Originally from Israel. I grew up in Israel, then lived in Canada, then Boston, then back in Israel, then back in Boston. But this is my home.
That's nice.
Anyways, yeah. So so that's me in a nutshell. You can follow me at cmoconfessions.com or online. You can find me. Just search for Daniel Glickman on and Facebook or Instagram. You'll find me there. CMO Confessions is the easiest way to find me.
That's nice. And you do have a podcast, right?
I have a podcast called the BTU podcast. It's a weekly podcast. It's short, quick, and great for anybody who's in marketing and digital marketing and wants very short and to the point messages. I don't babble on in there. Yeah.
Awesome. So who does Wave Video serve? Who are your audience? Is it only marketers or entrepreneurs? I know entrepreneurs become a marketer automatically.
Yeah, exactly. So marketers, mostly digital marketers such as digital agencies, small businesses of sorts, anybody has a strong digital presence and needs to create videos as part of their marketing strategy or marketing funnel. So if you're a social media manager, good chances you've heard of us or used us, hopefully on a regular basis.
Yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur, there's so many out there. Probably, maybe not. Maybe you have or haven't heard of us. But many entrepreneurs also use Wave.video, of course, because you do everything, right?
Virtual assistants as well can benefit from learning.
Absolutely. So a lot of our customers are essentially virtual assistants, or we call them agencies, right? People who serve other people, right? They make videos for somebody else, not for themselves.
Yes.
In our terminology, we call it agencies. Agency might be more than one person, but it also could be just a single VA.
Solopreneur. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And so, when we Google, especially during COVID, live videos, a lot of viewers, but really that's just, I think, a tip of the iceberg. So it's glad to have you here, who is really an expert in video marketing. Can you tell us more really what video marketing is, what makes it great, why it's really a good marketing strategy?
Sure. Yeah, and I just wanted to acknowledge Grace, who commented here on the show. Hi, Grace. If you have any questions, let us know. I can't I can't see everybody else. So please do comment in the post in the comments any questions or reactions. I'd be more than happy to give any personal assistance here. So let's talk about video marketing, right? So video marketing sounds kind of scary and amorphic, but really what we're talking about is something very practical. We're talking about the shift, the transformation from what used to be text to images on social media and pretty much everywhere else, right? In blogs, we moved from pure text to text with images. And then about 2-3 years ago, we started moving towards from images to videos, right? And so the funnel and all of this marketing strategies that came with pure text and then text with images are now shifting to videos. But there's an additional element here, which is with videos, you can see funnels being built only with videos, which is something new. So when we added images over the text, you'd still create an email and add text and add an image into it, right? Or you'd create a blog post, add an image into it. Nowadays, we're seeing things done with pure video. And so channels like YouTube have emerged big time to drive inbound traffic. Social media videos where you create a series into groups, for example, where that becomes part of your funnel. All of this is driven through video, and you can build a whole funnel with purely video and sell even without going to without having people go to the website sometimes, right? This is an extreme case, but absolutely that happens. Right.
Wow, it's really interesting how marketing, especially digital marketing, has truly evolved. And yeah, so thank you for those who are watching us live today. Thank you so much for joining us and spending a moment of your busy day with us, joining me and Daniel here. And if you drop a comment below, and you will get my messenger bot who will reply to you, which there is 10% off for you to try Wave.video. So you will, if you make a comment. Also, if you have any questions for Daniel, whether now at live or during replay, I will do my best to bring it to the attention of Daniel to answer it even after the show. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you tag me or Elena by name in the comment, we'll be absolutely sure to see it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Daniel, for that. That's a great help too. So the inspiration for this to really reach out to you, Daniel, is I know coming from my end, I'm reluctant and shy to go into camera. That's why I choose digital marketing as an alternative career for my physical therapy profession, because I just want to work at the back end. But thinking that's how it works. No, I have to show up my face eventually. So that's I end up here. But I really know the struggle of trying to make your business or your marketing without showing your face. So with that, for any beginner or anyone that's reluctant or shy to be in front of the camera, what are your top tips that you could offer just to get started with video marketing?
Great question, because so many of us suffer from this issue. I myself don't like getting in camera. I have all these mental tricks of how to do it, and in fact, but I still don't like it. I do it because it's my job, and so that's tip number one. It's your job, right? If you're a marketer nowadays, your job is to represent the company, is to put yourself on videos. If you're a VA, your job is to get your customer to get on video, right? So there's a little bit of a relief there. You don't have to, but you can go through the same, but you can identify with the issues that they have getting on video as well. Yeah. So tip number one, treat it like a job, like any job. There's some tasks in the job you don't like as much, you do it, right? Tip number two, when you're doing a video like here where people actually see you, don't fuss too much about being perfect. I'm not perfect right now. The lighting isn't good. I have issues here with the lighting and sound and everything, but that's okay, because that's part of who I am. That's part of what I do. My job in a day-to-day sphere is to run the marketing and Wave.video and the strategy and so on. My job is not to be a professional videographer or person or speaker, right? I get better at it over time, but that's not my profession. And so I want people to appreciate me for who I am and what I do every day, not for being a great person on video, for being a great at marketing. The same thing with you is think about what it is that you really want to be known for, and is it really being great on video? right? Sometimes that is the case, and some people make money from that, and then they have to be even better. Um, so that's tip number two. Tip number three is you don't always have to have yourself on video in order to make videos. There are many simple ways to make videos which are actually don't require a human being at all, right? So
I
very
like
easy
that.
to do this, right? With Wave, and I know Elena, you've been using Wave.video.
Yeah,
The simplest of all, right? Take your blog post, your latest blog post, if you're promoting a blog post, take the cover image you have in the blog, or use an image from our stock library that's free to use inside Wave.video, excuse me, and just put some text on it, which gets animated in Wave automatically, and it exports as a video. So now you have, instead of an image, it's an image with text, and it just puts a little bit of time frame on it and animations, right? You don't have to do any work other than just select those two and choose which animation to run. So super, super easy. It literally takes 3-4 minutes, and now you have a video to post on social media. So this particular tactic maybe won't work as well in YouTube, because YouTube really wants more actually live action videos like this, or even true live action where you see somebody on a skateboard or what have you. But it definitely works well for Facebook and Twitter and all of those, because by definition, once it's a video file, it'll get more distribution than if it's an image file.
I
You
see.
sometimes want images as well. You want to mix and match, and there's some advantages of having images and having just a variety. But in general, you just want to convert everything you had in image to video. And this is a super easy way to do it. So if you're going to make an image in Canva, just think for a second and say, okay, stop. Before I make that, maybe I'll just do it in Wave, right? And take the same exact thought process, the same exact workflow, and put it in Wave, where I simply make just add motion to it. That's all I'm doing. So super, super easy to do. And now you've got a better promotion for your blog or for anything else. You can also add it to stories. And so in stories, where all the engagement is happening now, you can really just take a video background or an image background that's stock, add some text on it, add a good message. Quotes work really, really well. So some kind of inspirational quote by somebody, right now, with all the current affairs, Obama was in the news because his account was hacked, right? You can put a quote by Obama and post it to stories. And people like it. They really like it. And then you put your little logo on top, and they know, okay, this account always gives me good information. So you don't even have to have yourself there. But of course, sometimes, at least part of the times, you want to have a face to the brand. It could be the employees, it could be the founder, it could be, if you're a sole entrepreneur, they need to know you, especially if you're a smaller company and a sole entrepreneur, right? They need to know who they're dealing with, what is your character, what are you about, and they need to develop a personal connection. So to some extent, you have to put your face on camera sometimes, and you can manage without, but it's better if you do it with.
That's right. And you can also put your still photo if you're not yet ready, right? Like the intro that I did, I made that using Wave Video, and I have your photo and my photo flowing during the intro. So, as a beginner, if you're you're not yet ready to speak up, you can use your nice professional shot.
Right.
Right?
Right. So, and Mike here is asking which app we're talking about. This is Wave.video. So just type in the URL, Wave.video, or type in the comment. I think once you typed in the comment, then Alina will pop up a link for you, so it's easy to, the bot will just give you the link right there. So if anybody wants to know, just type in the comments right here. And so in the app, what you can do is you can take an image, right? Like you mentioned, image, your profile photo, and that's what I do for my podcast. All I do is I do my recording. I have a VA that I hand over the recording to, and he has a template in Wave that I prepared once that just shows an image of my face. It has the title of that episode, and then I put in a sticker of the waveform, like the sound file, like the sound waves that go.
Oh yes, it is.
And that's it. And the soundtrack of my podcast just plays on top of my image with like a moving sound wave. And so And so it's super easy. That's what he does. I don't want to deal with these stuff. He posts it into WordPress and podcasting places and all of that. So he takes my audio file, converts it into a video like this very quickly, and it's beautiful. And you can do the same thing with anything, right? With text, like ideas. So on Instagram, this is pretty cool. I take a photo of myself, put some kind of text saying, what's more important, marketing or innovation, right? And then post it. And and there you go. You can do that for an image. You can do it exactly the same for a video.
That's true. Yeah, and the good thing with Wave.video is you have that free plan as well. Well, of course, if once they make the comment down on this current live, my bots will be able to send you the discount. But you also still have that existing free plan, right? Wave.video still has that, just to give them a try.
It's more than a try. It's completely free.
It's completely
no logo on it, anything like that.
Wow.
There are limitations.
Such generous. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's really generous.
It's the only free plan for a product like this out there. There's no other product that gives out a free plan. And there are limitations. You can do only 15 seconds of a video, but 50 seconds is great for
It's
story.
great.
It's great for some ads, and it's great for blog post promotions.
Awesome.
So if you're doing only those, you can get away with the free plan. My hope is that you want to upgrade, and most people do because it's fairly cheap, and it's just
it is.
Right. But do we have a community of free users? Absolutely. And you know what? We're happy with it. They help spread the word. It works out, and people like searching for free stuff, so it works out good for us.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, when I tried that, I did try that, but it did the free plan, but it didn't take long. I upgraded it because it's just so helpful, and as you said, it's very should I say valuable. Yeah, I don't want to say like it's affordable. It's really valuable for what you get. You get most out of it. And yes, Elaine, thank you for the comment. Yes, with now that you have a comment, drop the bot will deliver it to you. I hope it's working because I was like sleepy when I doing that. A human, yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully you should get the information. And that, do you mind, Daniel, if you're ready? I know this is something that I asked to share screen of something for us to better understand about funneling and effective, how it will work for us.
Yes, so we prepared something very quickly, like 2 minutes before the show, and I'm happy you asked that because I would like to talk more about strategy and help people out here, rather than just talk about our wonderful product, which I really like and I like talking about. But I feel like I owe something more than just product promotion. So let's talk about that.
Well, you're working on pulling it out.
Oh wait, Am I sharing? I'm not. I'm sharing it. I'm showing.
Yes. I'll show it right now. Add to stream. Okay. All right. It's there. Yes, the video funnel. Yeah, tell us more about, for our audience, what is a funnel, and of course, specifically video funnels, how it works.
Yes. Okay. So a video funnel is essentially a series of videos that leads to action. Okay. What we used to think of, okay, we send an email, then they come to the website, then they click on something, right? They subscribe, so we had a series of communications that led to action. A video funnel is the same thing done mostly with video. And it could be done only with video, it could be done mostly with video. The key thing here to think of is not, okay, is video going to replace everything I do? In some cases, you can do it. I can give you examples, but in reality, for most people, it's thinking video first. So whenever you're going to create a piece of content for that stage of the funnel, think, first I'm going to create the video and then create the surrounding material from it. And I'll explain more in a second. The steps of the funnel can vary dramatically, right? Depending on industry, depending on your exact methodology. But what we've been seeing people do is usually start with something that captures attention. So this is typically a very short video, a video that is maybe 15 seconds long, something of that extent, and that's usually on social media. Okay, so it's really mostly just capturing attention. You could use ads and so on for that as well. Okay. Then you move into education. So once they've clicked on the first video, you can now bring them into a group, or you can retarget them, target people who have viewed your original videos with ads. This works specifically on Facebook, but also on, I think you can also do it in Google as well. Add video views, right? So you know that these people are interested. You know that they've already engaged with you. At this point, you start educating them. So education is education about the problem. So right now, for example, I would say you're in a funnel where you are your audience, where you are being educated about the problem, which is creating a strategy around video, right?
Yes.
Promoting the product in here is less of the of my goal. It's more helping educate, right? Moving into positioning is where maybe we've gotten them to subscribe to an email with a video in it, but that's where we usually explain how our product fits into the solution of the problem. Okay, so that's the difference. Educate is talk about the problem. Position is talk about the solution, which is what you do. It's your service or your product, right? And then you get into promotion, which is really, again, you start spraying everywhere, and that's saying, hey, buy now for 15% off, buy or something of that sort. And at the end, you sell. Now, I've seen these funnels go on for almost a year, and I've seen them go on within one session, almost one video, where you can actually start the video and end with a sale, right? So in that case, you would lay out, first of all, some kind of attention grabbing, talk about the problem, then the positioning. Towards the end, you say, hey, but if you buy today, you will get a discount, and so on. And the selling would be something like on your website, on the sales page, an explainer video, something that really tells them, puts their maybe testimonial videos, something that really gets them to take that final click and enter their credit card right in there. Okay, so this is the strategy. Now you could do this again in one video. You can do it over time. So the cadence depends on your audience, depends on your positioning and your particular product. But I'll give you an example. Social Media Examiner has a club they call the Social Media Society. They open it up for subscription once a year, and that once a year allows them to build a funnel over the year to educate people about why it's a good thing and position it, and so on. And then at the end, they promote it only towards that 1 year. So there's always a cycle going on. You finish the cycle, you start all over again with a fresh audience. Groups tend to be something that really, really play a role nowadays in this cycle in the educate section, the educate step of the funnel. And you'll see this a lot nowadays with courses. We were talking about, Elena and me were talking about Rob Alasabas before. Rob does this with a group. He brings from YouTube into a group traffic. Plenty of others of my friends do this as well. So you can now that you're aware of it, you'll start noticing it happening everywhere.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and then aside from also capturing their email, some people, the way we do now in digital marketing, because people has been feeling reluctant to give their emails. So that's when the messenger chatbots come into play. As you continue to build relationship, they will start to warm up and finally give their email, because emails is still considered a privacy issue, and not everyone can readily hand it off to you. So having them subscribe to the bot on that positioning part is also something that can help your business if you are struggling to get your audience through email. So
I just want to add something about the bots here. Bots are now critical. You can, by the way, add videos to bots. I gave email as an example because most of the time, everybody's familiar with email. Not many people are familiar with bots.
Yes, it's
surprisingly, it's not as common knowledge yet how to do bots. They're not that hard to do. The strategy around them is really important.
It is.
And the reason why bots are emerging is because email is really declining as a channel. You're looking today nowadays at email as about 10%, 15, 20% open ratio. 20% is considered high, right? So 20, you lost 80% of your audience already at the collection point, right? You collect somebody,
Yeah,
email, you've already lost 0. Out of
exactly.
100 people, out of 10 people, you've only kept 2. So
Exactly.
with a bot, you're getting something like 90% open ratio.
That's true.
So bots are really emerging as right now as a parallel channel to email. So are groups, because groups have about 50 to 70% visibility, or what Facebook calls engagement.
Yeah,
All of these are parallel channels. Email is really, really becoming a difficult channel to manage.
absolutely.
You
Yeah,
have
with
place, but it's very difficult.
is exactly. Yeah. So when we're thinking about marketing, like before I came here in this arena, you would think that just saying people blah 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 about you, that's marketing. But absolutely, you need to funnel, educate your people, and capture them with a video. Nowadays, it's really more helpful that way. Even when you do work with ads, so it's really helpful that, because if they will not give their email address, all the efforts of building the video as well, it's just get wasted. You were not able to capture to remarket back to them. I always believe, Daniel, that the first time the person hear about you, your product, your services, or whatever you do, even if you're having your own personal brand, the first time they hear about you, they will not give their money yet, just yet. It's there. I'm not saying that 100 it doesn't happen. It can happen, but the majority of times they have to see you more often
Right.
before they will pay you. So, but capturing attention through videos is really a great tool right off the beginning. So, yeah, you have some examples for us, Daniel, if you don't mind. I know I get to shock you.
I did not prepare for this,
Yeah,
but
okay.
actually, let me see here. Okay, I have one that a customer of ours just sent me, and I loved it. So let me share it
Okay.
with you.
Thank you to the customer.
Yeah. And I'll even give a shout out to Amy Aram, who is a friend and an agency out of San Diego.
Hi, Amy.
Um, Let me. Oh, you need to. I need to share my screen. 1 second. Where did
Okay.
you go? I'm like StreamYard. 1 second. Okay, share screen and get ready for the infinite loop of the self-sharing of the same screen.
Yes. Hi, Darlene. Thank you so much for joining us, Darlene.
Okay, let me see. Here are a couple of videos she made. Okay, with Wave.video, and um, she just sent them to me today, and I thought these were awesome, so I'm going to share them. Now, let me get the music here. So, know about the music. So this is
Yes.
something that Amy uses to promote her live shows. She's been working hard at creating live shows, which are actually quite good. And you can see she has like amazing guests here. And then she puts them into, she just basically took the recording, the screen capture of the show. I think this is, it could be StreamYard, it could be Ecamm, StreamYard, Zoom, Restream, who knows. And actually, I think it's, I think based on the text box, I think that is StreamYard.
Yes.
Basically put them into Wave.video, and you can see that she added text in here, and she uses this to promote her live show. This could actually make a fantastic intro as well. Really great intro.
That's true.
So with some slight changes. So this would be fall under the attention, the promotion, the first step of the funnel. Bring them over, grab attention, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I think, where is he? Oh, so I don't know. Daniel just disappear, but um, hopefully he'll be back. So, do you have any questions so far about video funnel while I'm waiting for Daniel to come back? Hey, Daniel, welcome back.
I closed the video with the everything else, not with the same window.
Yeah.
So
So
great piece.
absolutely. Yes, shout out to StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard as well with the overlay that I made as an intro using Wave.video. Also, the teasers that I did for this live stream. It's very handy and quick. And I use Wave.video. Shout out to the nonprofit organization that I help. We're trying to raise funds during this pandemic to help send people to the kids. It's answering the cry of the poor with Couples for Christ, and it's really helpful to build. So this is not only for entrepreneurs, but as well as nonprofits organization, um, right? And I use that
Yeah,
for nonprofit for the funneling as well.
excellent. You want one more example?
Oh, if you have them.
I'm really excited about this example because this is based on a new feature we just released yesterday.
Oh, bring
So
it in.
this time I opened Messenger in a new window, so that way I don't have to worry about it closing my StreamYard window. Okay,
Okay, adding it now. I see.
see, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna play this one. So this is based on a new feature. Oh wait, what is that? Oh, it's sent to LinkedIn. Here we go. Okay, let's see here. Make it full screen.
Stand for? What do you value? And like,
So this is another repurposing of the live after the recording she took. But look at the captioning with the karaoke effect.
Mm.
That is so cool. Where this is a new feature we have now, where you can actually caption your videos, and it shows the and it does and it base and this is fantastic for social media, fantastic for YouTube. Now look at the difference between the captioning here and the captioning you get on YouTube for free. You can use the YouTube captioning, but it's small, it's black and white, it's very hard to read. And look at this, it's branded to her colors. It's big, it's interesting, it's got the karaoke effect. So anybody can see this, and it's just so much more engaging. What a difference, right? So
Very nice.
I'm really excited about this new feature here. I think it's really fantastic. I love it.
Oh, I think I lost Danielle again. So yeah, drop your any questions that you have about Wave.video or about video funneling and how you could integrate it with messenger chatbots. Definitely during this day and age, it's hard to have that face-to-face marketing nowadays. So you really need to leverage all the tools that is available for you to get and capture your audience so you can remarket to them.
I don't know
Hi,
what I'm doing
Danielle.
today. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah.
It's no problem. Thank you for coming back. So, yeah, those are really great examples and truly educational for everyone that has joined us and for those that will be watching on replay for us. Yeah, I had a question. I just kind of lost it. Pretty much everything that I prepared, I asked, but suddenly I have something that I lost it. So, if there's anything you want to add for our audience that I could have missed out asking you, that would be awesome as well.
Ellen, I think is asking about bots here, how to add bots. I think that's your expertise, not mine.
Yeah. So adding messenger bots, there is a ManyChat. I'm using ManyChat as a platform. You would have to add a comment growth tool on that. So that would be a really a deeper intermediate somewhere stage of a skill, but I'll be happy to show you as well. I have my group, Chatbots for Heart-Centered Entrepreneurs, Facebook group. I love questions, and this group and the live shows that I'm doing is really for you guys. I want to make sure that you get the tools that you need to succeed in your business, especially being busy parents. We need to help out each other. I believe that rising tide will raise the ship. So yeah, helping each other together, we can achieve more. So yeah, I'll join us in the group, Ellen. Chatbots for Heart-Centered Entrepreneurs.
That's great. So yeah, awesome. I appreciate if anybody who uses our product. I'm really happy to get feedback from you. We really like to hear your stories, what you created with Wave.video, how you use it, how did it affect your business. I want to hear the personal stories, and I want to hear what we can do better for you and how to serve you better. So please find me online. You can find me very easily at, I can't comment here for some reason. So you can find me, Daniel, at Wave.video, or you can find me at CMOconfessions.com, or just search for CMO Confessions on whatever social platform you're looking for. Contact me directly. Let me know what do you think about our product. I really want to know, and we're trying to collect these stories, and this is how we develop our product. We hear from our community a lot. We have a group that we hear from quite a bit, Facebook group, Wave.video community. We send out regular surveys, and just the face-to-face conversations I have with people, it's the biggest deal, right? That's what makes the difference. And people tell us, this is how we used your feature. And then you start realizing, okay, that's why they want it in a certain way and not another. And that's how we develop our product. So it's really, really driven by you. So I really encourage you to contact me directly. I'm always happy to answer any questions, talk to you about what you're doing. Just talk shop if you need be. And I'm here for you.
Yeah, I remember my question, Daniel, if you don't mind. One last question. Light bulb. Okay. For 2020, what can we be excited about video marketing? What is it that you are excited about video marketing for 2020? I know we're almost end the year, so let's talk even beyond 2020.
Oh, wow. Beyond. Well, it's interesting. There's a big shift happening in the marketplace now. Because it started before Corona, but it really was accelerated because of the pandemic. And this is the shift from formal communication, corporate communications, to very personal and almost improvised, right? So when you're calling now somebody from a big corporation and they're answering from their home and you're talking to them, it's completely acceptable now. It was not acceptable 4 months ago. Right, and their kids are showing up in the video, and they introduce them, and it actually makes it much better, right? So this is bleeding in everywhere. It's not just we're all realizing that businesses are people, right?
Absolutely.
And in fact, some businesses. I have a friend who works at Shopify. Shopify closed all of their physical locations. They are now 100% people business. There's no offices, right? All that makes our company is people. They really embrace that. And I would really encourage everybody to embrace it themselves. I know I am. I'm really building my personal brand around this a bit and really embracing this concept that as a business person, as somebody who works for Wave.video, I need to also have a personal brand for myself that's independent, but works together, works alongside, right? They complement each other. And that's something that I have to work on, that I'm building. I'm Daniel, who happens to work at Wave.video and loves it, really loves the product and everything else. But I'm also just Daniel. And that's what builds the trust, and that's what builds the connection, and that's the value I bring to the table, among many other things, of course. But I think this informality, and so thinking about how as a business do I bring my people out there? How do I bring my customers in here, right? And in here, right? So that's the questions I want everybody to think about, and then of course the biggest message I have is think video first. Video is everything. It's going to be 90%. Now it's like 80%. It's going to be 95% of everything. Customer support is happening in text nowadays. Well, guess what's going to happen in a few years from now? Maybe sooner. Customer support you're going to start having people expect customer support on video. If you can talk to your doctor on Zoom, why can't you talk to a customer support for a technical product they have on Zoom? Why do I have to go through send screenshots? Why can't they just look at my product, right? Video is becoming everything. And to me, that's exciting and interesting. It's a big shift and it's becoming informal. So how do you fit into that? I would encourage everybody to take baby steps in that direction as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's so true. That's why I was also inspired by Rob, our friend Rob Sabas, that I'm a rookie in the YouTube platform with my channel, my personal brand, Elena Matiga, which is also, we are multi-streaming right now, aside from my page, Focal Point Matters. And yeah, it's just something that we really have to start doing it. And so if something that you're not yet ready, baby step with stock videos. That's where I started with Wave.video, and eventually I get comfortable. Yeah, and
Aha.
so questions that they would.
And we've got some freezing going on the other side. Elena, unfreeze yourself, Elena. 1, 2, and oh, my magic is no good. Haha. I'm here all by myself on the live video. Now this is my show. Welcome everyone to Daniel's show. I'm going to have my guest Elena show up. Here we go. Welcome.
Thank you, Daniel, for bringing me back with your magic. Thank you so much. I thought I was like trapped in the screen. Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. If you find this valuable, please follow Daniel. Also, they have a wonderful Wave.video community on Facebook that you will continue to learn. Everything is learning. There's no end point in learning. So you can find them there in Wave.video community, and for the channel that Daniel mentioned earlier. And please like my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ask us questions. We love questions, right, Daniel? That's what we're here for.
That's
We're
what
here
we're
for
here
the
for.
community.
And kudos, Elena. This is your first live video, right?
I
Yeah.
had before like 2-3 months ago, and then I get scared, so I stopped. I have to like gather more energy to go back
Mhm.
again. So yeah, it feels like still my first time after you've been out for that period of time. So
Well, you did wonderfully. Thank you so much, and for a great show. And
thank you.
maybe we'll be on it again at some point in the future.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daniel, for your help. And I love everyone in the digital marketing community. Everybody is so nice and so helpful. Like, really, that's really a great community. And I learned from you, I heard about you from Mary Smith, who is the brand ambassador and the Facebook queen. That's really where I started to connect with video through Mary Smith.
Mhm.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us live today. And for if you're watching in replay, thank you for spending a moment of your day with us. So now I'm gonna show the outro, which
Before
I
you do
made.
that, let me just say goodbye to Darlene and Ellen
Oh,
and Mike and who else? And Grace. Thank you,
yes,
everybody.
Ellen. Yes, thank you for joining us. And yes, have a wonderful rest of the day and rest of the week. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you, Daniel. All right, outro
Everyone.
with Wave.video that I made.